Hello, I'm coming to you on Saturday, January 11th, and I'd like to talk a little bit about this uh, piece of art. This is Raphael's Sanzio's School of Athens, painted for Pope Julius II for his apartments in the Vatican. It is there. Um, and it's a very, very important painting that reflects the Renaissance, the renewal or rebirth of classical knowledge. Raphael painted the School of Athens, the great philosophers, on one wall of the papal apartments. On the other walls, you had literature and faith, as the major themes. Uh, Raphael, when he painted this, basically put Aristotle and Plato at the center of Western philosophy, Greco-Roman and Western philosophy. Aristotle is here painted holding his hand out as to signaling the idea of moderate realism. That is, Aristotle believed that reality resided in what we can observe. In a way, he began the empiricist school. That is, that you can experience reality by observing it. Plato, on the other side, is pointing upwards into the heavens. He is signaling his philosophical orientation of realism, idealism, idealistic realism, which says that reality exists outside of what we can observe and what we can experience, and that there are perfect forms that can only be assessed through thought, and that these perfect forms, which Christians later adopted to or identified as God, are the realities that actually exist, and that what we can observe are just imperfect copies. In the Timaeus, he writes about a God that constructed the material world from the imperfect matter, and that, of course, led later to the kind of Gnostic traditions, which went far beyond what Plato had argued, arguing that the material world was an evil prison created by an evil God. In the Timaeus, the demiurge that Plato posits as creator of the material world is not evil, but he works with imperfect matter. The other philosophers are also identified. Heraclitus is the man brooding in the front of this. For Heraclitus is the philosopher that argued that everything is change, that the universe is in constant flux, and you famously saying that you cannot step into the same river twice. The man kind of on the staircase is Diogenes, of the cynic that confronted even someone as august as Alexander the Great, asking Alexander to get out of his light. The other figures are known. Over here we have Euclid and his students. Euclid is the individual kind of pointing out the mathematical geometric formula, and his students are looking about him. The man holding the globe is Ptolemy. He has his back to us. And the other individual looking out is perhaps Zoroaster or perhaps Strabo, the Greek geographer. Raphael Sanzio painted himself into this painting, and he is at the corner. You can see him there at the corner. The man with the red robe standing there is Plotinus, the Neoplatonist philosopher, arguing that all of existence is one, and that there are emanations from that one that create the entire universe, that from that one unnameable, undescribable God, which encompasses everything, there are emanations that then are create the what we perceive as reality. Other figures are important in this. You have Socrates here speaking to other philosophers. He is in the green robe, of course, questioning the Socratic method being used, I presume. And you have the figures down below. It seems like a woman that is presumed to be Hypatia, the one female philosopher of late antiquity, along with the man pointing out something. Parmenides, another of the Ionic or pre-Socratic philosophers. And you have Pythagoras here, kind of looking through a book. And you have the one Muslim philosopher, Averroes or Ibn Rushd, considered the great interpreter of Aristotle, bringing forth Aristotelian philosophy in the Islamic world and then transmitting it to the Christian world. He is the only Muslim philosopher painted in this magnificent painting. Again, this is the School of Athens, painted by Raphael Sanzio, and it is a magnificent painting. If you have a chance to go to the Vatican and see it there live, I would definitely encourage that. If you found this useful and worthwhile, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me quite a bit. Thank you very much.